Oh, another day, another bit of fun and tomfoolery, huh? No, it's not. It's another day of Myron embarrassing himself. Once again, Myron proves that he's the dumbest fucking motherfucker in the red pill space. I mean, that's saying something. There's some real dumb motherfuckers in that space. I'm talking real stupid motherfuckers. I mean, the whole business is just full of just full fledged idiots. But well, holy fuck, Myron, what were you thinking here, bud? What were you thinking here, bud? What you thinking, Myron? What were you thinking going after Mr. Thoreau, Louis Thoreau? And after you agreed to do an interview, like for a documentary that you said now, oh, I knew these guys are charlatans and all this shit. Okay, then why did you do the interview for this? Why would you agree to be a part of a documentary, knowing exactly what would happen? Why would you agree to something that makes you look bad, and then be shocked that it made you look bad? That's just the start. But let's talk about the validity of the claims. Are they? Is Louis Thoreau actually being in bad faith? I don't think so, to be honest with you. I mean, I have not watched the documentary because I don't give a fuck about the red pill space. I have always known that the red pill space is just taking advantage of sad, lonely, pathetic men who need help, just like Chloe Roma. Or I'm not gonna say the Dadvocate. I will not say the Dadvocate. I will not. I know maybe people would say that. I'm not going to, because I actually have no clue if she is or isn't fake or non-genuine. Chloe Roma, I know for sure, due to personal experience, it's full of shit. Especially when she attacked the family. I'm not gonna talk about the family thing. You know what? Fuck that bitch. Finding out that because of her actions, she basically screwed some guy over, and he basically got memed on by South Park of all things. I feel as though I feel as though shit was balanced out by the universe. We'll just keep it like that. That's funny. But anyways, let's have a good conversation about good old fucking Myron Gaines again. And that I'm not sitting here acting as though that I don't have any bias here. Of course I do. I biasly hate this man. So take it with a grain of salt that we're all biased here. Okay? We are. We're all a little biased. But I'm biased because Myron's such a fucking moron. In situations like these kind of prove it.
Many was coming. Myron always got to think he's like 900 IQ. He said, I'm going to expose Netflix.
You ain't going to expose shit.
So what
I'm sorry to laugh.
they don't know is I had a video ready to go from before.
So you took an interview on, right? And in your 900 galaxy-brained head, thought you had to have a video, like recordings or things done because you knew they would fuck you over. So it begs the question, and I ask this one more time: why did you do this? How clout hungry must you be to take an interview knowing that it would make you look bad, knowing what the context behind it, knowing, as you say, that this would fucking, make you look like a fucking piece of shit. So why did you take it? I don't understand how this makes you look intelligent. This makes you look like a fucking retard. This makes you look dumb. Only a fucking idiot would actually take an interview with someone that actively is trying to make fun of you. And then you thought it'd be a great idea. That's like me going on Sam Hyde thinking that Sam Hyde's gonna be good faith with me and not. No, Sam Hyde's gonna fucking do it to fuck with me. Why else would he do it? That's like me going on like the Kino Casino after they just made like 3 to 4 fucking videos on me and thinking that I'm gonna get like a great friendly reaction. No, you fucking moron! What the fuck do you think was gonna happen? And you're gonna sit there and play the whole card of, ha, I got you. You're still an idiot. Only an idiot would still you walk knowingly into a trap and were shocked that you got trapped and then tried to say, well, I got you. Okay.
Because I knew that he was going to go ahead and fucking do some bullshit. And you guys allowed me to utilize the nuke I've been sitting on for several months.
Can I also just say, any fucking moron that does that, you're a grown-ass man and you're still using fucking sound effects like a child. I gotta be real. Black content creators, you gotta start doing better, dog. Like, unless this goes to all black content creators. We don't have to use sound effects like that to fucking make our point. Just make your point, dude. That's just so corny. And I don't know why we all do that. Like, why must we use the fucking Undertaker fucking sound effect for every point? Like, we got a gotcha. Because you damn well know you run the risk of, looking fucking goddamn stupid if you run that fucking sound effect and make a bad point. Nigga. Like, that's not even funny. Like, it's only funny when you're doing it mockingly and, like, ironically. When you're using it unironically, you just look like a douche, man. You look like a cornball. Corny. Like, the definition of corny. Or, like, doing a... Like, stop. Stop. I beg of you. Can we just move on from this? Move on from this meta. Like, be better. And use it more tactfully. Or let's just ban sound effects altogether. I'm all for that, too. Just stop. Just stop. Like, maybe only Ethan Klein should be allowed to use it. Alright? And even then, I ain't saying that Ethan Klein uses it greatly. But compared to you motherfuckers, good lord. It's just not good. Like, again, example, Kino Casino uses the sound effect, right? But it's clearly ironic. It's done ironically. Where Andy's doing it ironically, clearly. He's not actually... he knows it's fucking stupid, makes him look like an idiot, but he's doing it because that's the point, because it makes you look dumb, so I'm going to do it. Because it's funny. I get that. But when you're doing it like Myron to actually think that you have some fucking giant point, you better actually have the golden gotcha of points, because if you don't, man, do you look fucking dumb. Even dumber than you already look to begin with. And Myron looks pretty dumb on a regular basis.
Spend time with your girl. That's gay. Spend time with your boys.
Do you understand the level of hatred you have to have for a motherfucker to create an entire intro dedicated to just dunking on you? I respect Ob and Preach because they're such massive haters of Myron. And it's like, you've already won. You already beat Myron to the point of just, like, exhaustion, right? But it's just like, no, I'm going to continue to be petty and shit on this dude at every turn because fuck that motherfucker. You could have let it go, but no. They have that pettiness. It's kind of funny how much they hate Ethan Klein, but they're just as petty as him. It's kind of funny. They have the same similarities, just doing the same petty shit. Like, I can say the same, I can say the same thing about fucking Ethan. It's like, bro, why do you continue to talk about iDubbbz or Anissa? They're lame and gay. They're boring. Like, I'm not lying to you. They're very boring, useless, and redundant. You've already won like 70 times over. You're only keeping them minorly relevant by a strand. But no, it's because you're petty. I can't lie. I'm actually massively petty. I do the same shit, to be honest with you.
Because I told them, I'm not doing shit unless you guys remove Angie from the thing. That's what they tell me.
Yeah, that's definitive, brother. That's definitive.
Guys, if you don't want to wear it, there's a guy who stole 10K from me. What happened was... And I actually record this. If you can hear...
Guys, I have the Epstein file, so here's the names. What the fuck are you... What is this shit, bro?
This isn't the footage, is it?
He's always been very straightforward with me, and I...
Oh, what'd she say? I was always been straightforward with her?
You got a happy relationship?
Yeah, he's very honest. I have always said that. Myron is somebody in front of the cameras, but behind them is somebody else with me.
What was that?
So, in your attempt to prove something here, give me a minute, guys. Attempt to prove something. All you proved was that you're a fake-ass motherfucker? Really?
Somebody in front of the cameras, but behind them is somebody else with me.
That's not a win, Myron. That just proves that you're a fraud. You're an actual grifter. That's definitive proof that you are an actual fucking fraudulent grifter that has no actual real morals at all. You have no morals. You have no any views that actually hold merit or water. You have no fucking ideals. You don't have any what's the word I'm looking for? Morals, ideals. You have no principles. That's the word. You have no principles. You have zero convictions. So you're basically just a fucking a bad actor. As I've always said about all you motherfuckers. I don't care if you're some Lily Gladys, you fucking... This bitch probably been with like 17 different black dudes. Say the N-word all you want, bitch. I swear to God, the day a black man exposed you for his past relationship with you when he looks on the internet on you one day, it will be glorious. I damn well know you've been fucking... There ain't no way a chick like Lily Gladys ain't been with multiple black men. I know the type. Stop it. Sarah Stock got exposed. We all see Elijah Schaefer, even though Elijah Schaefer is obviously a piece of fucking shit. Everyone could tell Elijah Schaefer was a joke to humanity. But now you find out we had definitive proof of like how much of a piece of crap that he was, right? Nick Fuentes is pretty gay. He's gay. He's clearly gay. He's clearly a homosexual. Like all these dudes are bad actors. They're all full of shit. You know what I mean? Sneako's just lost in life at this fucking point. Andrew Tate's just a whiny beta male cuck when you fucking think about it. He's just a insecure little man who's just a whiny little beta male. Clearly he is. After that kickboxing thing, we all knew the way he came out afterwards. Not the fact that you lost that was sad. It's the fact that you lost the way you did and then came out like a little bizatch afterwards. It's like, you're pathetic, dude. So you realize that all these dudes on that hyper right bullshit side are fraudulent because they are. They're all fraudulent. They're completely all fraudulent and they're gay and they're liars. So, guys, I mean, it's not surprising, but the fact that you were dumb enough to confirm this just shows me your intelligence level is just not at the level you want people to believe you're at.
Behind the cameras, he's what? He's somebody else.
Yeah. Well, that was a whole the whole basis, the whole genesis of what happened between us was exactly what we were saying. That's what we were saying.
We know these guys are tricks. We know they pay for pussy. We know Walter pays 15 bands for the girl that he's with so she can be with him so he can buy her bracelets. We know this dude be tricking too. He don't even bang the girl, but he pays her rent, pays all her bills, does all that stuff. We know they tricking. So we know off camera, but we appreciate you, girlfriend.
And I will love him as long as we're together. He's a great person, and
He cut that part out.
He didn't cut that part out.
It's probably good that he did cut that part out if he did. That would have been a good thing for you to cut that out, you moron. God, he's dumb.
He did. He didn't include that. He didn't include that. I don't remember him included that. He did include her saying some good things, but she didn't say this part. So he's pretending like this is some kind of gotcha. That's what he's doing.
he's actually a great man. Like, he's actually a great person. And he has great values, and I love it. I love everything about him.
Guys, remember, this was filmed in March of 2025.
They make the jokes about Rollerblade Rico. Angie was single for like 5-6 months at that point. I found out about that before me because I was done. I was already, it was over.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Angie was single for like 5-6 months at that point.
So the UK is the 6th largest economy in the world and the 4th largest that we...
Oh, you absolute dumb motherfucker. Oh my God, he's dumb. He has to be the dumbest nigga alive. Myron gotta be like this, the biggest clown on the entire face of this earth, dog. This is dark side film maxing. He's DSP maxing. Oh my God, this is bad.
export to, right? So it's a huge market.
Angie was single for like 5-6 months at that point.
You gotta see this catalog is nice.
Bro, if I'm be 1,000, my girl's
You're
better
a
than all you
loyal
fucking
friend.
girls. Like, I'm gonna keep 1,000. My girl's better than all y'all. Hey, Myron, look, this girl's holding hands with somebody on a roller thing. Not knowing that, bro, that video was taken when, in August? Nigga, she been single for months.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So these are stories from Rollerblade Rico on Instagram. And if you look at the dates, on one day you got her kissing Myron on stream. On the next, she with Rollerblade Rico.
Oof. Fuck, man. She did a story. She actually did like a post today talking about how that she didn't cheat on him and blah, 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 blah. Which, okay, but girl, how do you explain these? How do you explain this? She's like, I'm sorry to disappoint all of you, but I wasn't cheating. And like, but sweetheart, the tape don't lie. I'm not trying to be this guy here, man. I really don't want to be this guy to make accusations, but what? You sure? You sure about that? Is that what we're gonna go with? Cause I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty damning. This is some pretty damning tape. I mean, who is this guy then? You never explained that. You couldn't see if she said, "Oh, that's like my brother or cousin." It's like, okay, whatever, cool, awesome, but you didn't explain this. So what the fuck, my guy?
Nice.
Bro, if I'm be 1,000, my girl's
You're
better
a
than all you
loyal
fucking
friend.
girls.
The whole time, he's still bigging her up, talking about her. And she's in all this guy's Instagram stories, holding hands, being
this
cute.
is not good.
She didn't want to be in the fucking documentary because this scumbag reached out to her right before the documentary was released. Hi, Angie. I'm very happy to talk to you through your small appearance in the documentary. However, if you don't want to pass on your cell number, it's worth me clarifying that you appear for just 2 minutes in the 90-minute film, as you chat about in Miami. Myron is just one of 4 main contributors across the documentary, so he is not the sole focus. The film will drop on Netflix on March 11 next week. All she had told them, guys, I don't want to be in the documentary. So what does he do? He tries to get her number to talk to her. I told her, Angie, don't talk to them.
No documentarian has an obligation not to include someone who's a public figure in their documentary. Just wanted to be clear about that, but let's keep listening.
No, he has. Of course, what? No, they have no fucking obligation. That's fucking stupid. Why does he owe you anything? You're the dumbass that, again, you said it. You like, I knew this guy's full of shit. So you willingly did this anyways, and you still included your girlfriend rather than just, I don't know, saying no to all this and making sure she doesn't ever do this. So what you're saying is you are willfully a fucking moron. You're willfully stupid. You being willfully dumb is not the concern of Louis Theroux. That is not the concern of the documentarians or the workers, the writers, or the film crew, or anyone on this project. That is your concern. And you bypass that concern to be an idiot. So it's your fault that she was on this documentary. It's your fault that she's in this situation. It is your fault that this happened. And that you have to go out of your fucking way to try and control the narrative of something that, frankly, none of us actually should give a flying fuck about. But because you're such an idiot, Myron, and so dumb, that honestly you make it really hard for us to not make fun of you. So we have to make fun of you. Let's just be real here, dude. This is just business. That's all this is. Complete business. None of this should be happening. I agree. But let's be real. It's happening. It's funny. And we're going to make fun of you for it. That's it. End of story, dude. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So this is your fault entirely. None of this is on anyone else but Myron Gaines. And your lack of accountability makes this all a bit funnier.
Because Myron's got more.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to use this footage.
So here we are. 900 IQ Myron. Myron's always the smartest person in the room. You guys ever notice that? He always knew.
By the way, Bald Preach is sending me right now. This is like he's at the smartest, like it's like the smartest look. He's at this intelligent, smart look. Like he's got to, start mind controlling. Like he's Black Charles Xavier. It's actually really funny.
Ahead of time. Even when he didn't know, he knew. It's kind of like that situation with Ling Ling. You remember? He was defending. Oh, yeah, she's not an escort. She's from a good Chinese family. I know her. And he did the next life. Are you fucking stupid, fans? Even though the fans were telling him that she a bit shady. What does this guy do? You fucking idiots. Hey, I'm going to expose her. You're not going to be accountable for the fact that you couldn't see what all your fans... No? Even now, he's like, I fucking knew that these guys were shady. Then why did you accept the documentary?
No, I want you to sit with this for a minute. I want you to sit with what he just said. Funny how simplicity works.
If you didn't want your girl in the documentary, why didn't you phone her ahead of time and be like, babe, they're filming things. It's probably going to be adversarial or awkward. Louis Theroux's no to main piece like this. Stay home. 900 IQ Myron.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say it any better. Like, there's nothing else I can say to that. Like, it's just dumb. You're dumb. Your stupidity is just your biggest enemy. Your biggest, like Myron's biggest op is Myron. That's all. That's his entire YouTube career in a nutshell. See, if Myron wasn't stupid and actually just did the simple thing and kept going by the book and stopped trying to be this controversial wannabe, Myron would be swimming in millions. He would be swimming in YouTube fame. He would be one of the most popular YouTuber content creators like on the platform right now. He probably could go to Kick and demand his price. But he's an idiot. He has to suffer on Rumble. He's not entertaining anymore because who the fuck cares about these trash-ass wannabe political takes? And now you're embarrassing yourself with this documentary that's basically just, I think, the final nail in your fucking, like, credibility coffin here. So, I mean, like Myron keeps doing this to himself. It's like, Myron, all this happens because of you. If you think about it, Myron is, like, the main problem in every situation that involves him and something else. Oh, oh, it's like, oh, you got demonetized. That's because you went around fucking being racist to black people for like no fucking reason, and then you wore clown masks. No one told you to wear clown masks with fucking dipshit over there to start making monkey sounds. Oh, I was kicked out of fucking Turning Point USA at Amfest in the main hall because, Myron, you are anti-Semitic as fuck. You make various crazy anti-Semitic. It's one thing of making a joke, like I go dun 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 dun, and then I say Mossad, like that's a joke. But I don't actually hate Jewish people. I don't actively make jokes against the Jewish faith. You do, even if you were to actually have those views, publicly saying them, the things that you do. What did you think was gonna happen? They just have Ben Shapiro on that stage, you moron. Did you think they would let you in? Are you that dumb? Oh, now you're banned. We're banned from now you're banned from like every nightclub in the Great Miami area, which is fucking crazy, by the way. Well, maybe don't sit there and request the DJ to play fucking, a certain Kanye song, knowing that most fucking nightclub owners are Jewish, you idiot. But did you think about that? No, because Myron is a fucking moron. Okay, let's go.
In the brain of a man with a
For a
hair
quick
transplant.
second right there, it looked like you were looking.
Professor X level IQ from fucking Myron Gaines. The irony of your name, Myron, it's not that it's Myron Gaines. But what do you actually gain in life being the moron that you are? All you've gained is the sense knowing that you could have been massive and you blew it because you're a fucking idiot.
In a crystal ball, I don't appreciate it. Don't ever do that shit again.
Yes, his head is a crystal ball. Nah, preach. You gotta just live with that one, bro. But for real, think about it. Like, yeah, is he successful now to an extent? Yeah, I'm not saying Myron isn't somewhat successful and doesn't have a following. He does have a following of losers. The problem is he's still under guys like Tim Pool. He's still under dudes like, he's on like somewhere in the same range as like the Quartering at this point. And that's sad. That's really sad. When you could have been massive. You're a dying star like the Quartering now. And that's massive. That's really sad. He could have been massive and he blew it.
I'm not gonna lie, the back of your head look ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Every time I see it, I just like,
It's ridiculous.
you know what? Sometimes I be staring not because I want to talk to you, but I'll glance over and I'm like, oh, this is my co-host. And it just takes me a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My new name is The Shining.
Please stop.
So in there, if you're if communication you
that was a great segue into an ad break, not gonna lie.
Now
and you're gonna be
he knew what they were gonna do, accepted the documentary, and now he's gonna expose them. So let's see the expose. Clearly, he cares about her so much because he knew ahead of time and did nothing to protect her.
He's such a great boyfriend, isn't he?
It's not fair to them. I signed up for it, they didn't. So that's really what it is. I think it's a very reasonable request.
And I'm telling them, cut her out. You guys can get content with me. Cut her out, though, for her safety.
I think the danger is that it looks like, in a film where we're documenting the masculinity movement and asking questions about whether it's damaging or abusive, right? Asking questions about how appropriate it is in relation.
Sue, Jew. Yeah. Rhea. Oh, the N-word. That's nice.
To women, then we can't allow so.
And again, you wonder why you are where you are. Fucking moron.
Even the appearance of someone silencing a woman, like the idea.
Silencing a woman, right?
That's a very valid point. It would be unethical for them, considering the point of this documentary, to not include her segment that she voluntarily gave.
Exactly. You volunteer for it. They don't have to do shit. He really could have just said, nigga, I don't gotta do shit. Fuck you. This shit's on in the documentary because your dumb ass signed it. Stupid. Fuck around and find out, Myron. Peace. Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hangs with the phone like that. That's what he could have done. Like, from Hangover when fucking Chow went, Toodaloo, motherfucker. Shit, I'd be fucking cracking up the first time I saw it. Because literally, that's what I would have done. I don't like, nah, fuck you. And hang up the phone, then block his number, move on with my day. Because fuck that nigga. But he had a point here. It's true. It's like we have a documentary talking about how women shouldn't be silenced, and we wanted to hear this testimony. It's important to our story. and what we're trying to say in this documentary. Dummy. But Myron's too stupid to get that.
You can't participate in a documentary as a public person, and then the partner comes on their behalf and says you can't include her. Well, then they're participating in his controlling of her actions. Yep. Now, if she wants to come forward and say something, they can make an assessment at that time. But I think for the public good, it's good to understand the.
For context, she did release a story. Like I said, I watched it today. She did say that she did try to get herself out of it or whatever. But even then, you still kind of contract. You still did what you did, and you still fucked up. So in the fucking day, it's like, yeah. And she said that. She said, I didn't read the contract, and that's my fault. Well, there you go. So no complaining. See how she owned her mistake, though? How she took like accountability and responsibility? Isn't it ironic that Myron talks about how women don't do that, right? Women don't take accountability. Women don't take responsibility, right? You know, we all make that joke, right? Like women dodging accountability, but yet she took accountability for her dumb choice and owned it. Myron can't. Interesting.
To the people, because you have to remember, Myron and her put on a facade. Yep. Oh, we're good. I'm going to have multiple wives, but he's the best fucking husband. I love this bald man, and he's beautiful, and he takes care of me and my bills. He's amazing. And then, by the way,
no expertise, no women, no women.
These niggas are just fucking haters. I love it.
No wife, no pussy, no love, no women, no wife.
I just want to say Luther is completely in the right to not exclude this segment.
She doesn't want to be in the documentary. I can show you the text message or call her on three-way and let you hear it yourself. She does not want to be in the documentary whatsoever.
But Angie's on your stream, Myron.
She's not. She hasn't been on my streams in months. She has not been on my content for.
Still up.
But she was at a point, though. It doesn't matter. She still was at a point where that still counts as content, nigga. What are you not getting? What is your malfunction here? It's like he doesn't want to actually understand. Like he's just trying to be willfully ignorant.
Anyone could easily find her on.
That's fine, but she hasn't been on my streams.
This is another lie. She was on the stream just a week and a half before on his own personal stream. But he needs.
Oh my fucking god! It just gets worse and worse and worse for you.
It's a lie like this to be able to convince the guy that she shouldn't be seen as a public figure, even though she shows up on his stream all the time, even though he uses her as an argument for why his lifestyle works.
And the fourth largest.
Nice. Bro, if I'm being 1,000, my girl's
you're a loyal friend.
Yeah, I always uses her as a prop. That's probably another reason why she fucking dumped your sorry ass. He says, "Oh, because she wanted a family and I didn't." No, Myron. No, you never had a real relationship. Why would a family ever come up from? Why would she ever think that a family would work with you? Why? She literally even said like he doesn't have time for me. She's giving you a direct byline to why your relationship is broken. Literally, she said that in the actual thing. Like he had that recorded where he goes, "Oh yeah, he didn't have any time for me. You know, he didn't have time for anyone. So I don't know how he. So you know." That was in response to why you guys can't do the multiple wives thing. She goes, I mean, we could try and do it, but like right now, it wouldn't be the cards. He's so busy, he doesn't have time for me. Like you just went right over your head where you didn't get it. You somehow let that go right. And then Thoreau's always sitting there just going, you got to be one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever met, bro. He's like sitting there going, this dude is a fucking mark. Holy shit, what a sucker. That's what he's thinking. Like, you're a mark. You're clearly a mark, bro. A giant fucking mark. Easy as fuck.
Girl. Nobody asked him to volunteer information about his girlfriend. Nobody asked him to make that shit public. Nobody asked her to make a reoccurring character. Nobody asked him to go into debates and be like, yo, Angie's finer than all you ugly ass, or some of y'all black women, okay? Let me remind y'all, my girl Angie stays at home. She cooks and she cleans and she packs my condoms because she's a fucking loser.
Yeah. Sorry for her.
Yeah, and here's the thing. No. She lives a great fucking life and she's a beautiful girl. She's hotter than all the girls here, no offense.
That's
right?
fine.
But what I'm trying to explain to you ladies is if you got a guy that checks off all the boxes, you got to deal. You got to pay the price. You got to pay the price for that man checking all those boxes. He didn't check all those boxes off to just fuck you.
Nobody asked you to say that. You did that yourself. So you.
Everything that Myron does is to himself. He is his worst enemy. His fans can defend whatever, but they're losers too. They're all losers. They're all a bunch of anime addicted losers. No one actually gives a fuck what a Myron. First of all, you're a Myron Gaines fan. I think that's embarrassing to admit publicly, in my opinion. But whatever. That's my opinion. If you could disagree. won't care because you're a Myron Gaines fan, so clearly that doesn't matter. But, you know, like, come on, dude. You really are your worst enemy. If you were to just stop and think about your actions once in a while, Myron, you would be a lot better off. But again, you don't think, you do stupid shit impulsively, and then this happens. And now you're being exposed again. By Abba and Preach, again. What you gonna do? You gonna fight the in the comment section, make some dumb shit, get ripped on in the comments again? It's a rerun, homie. You need to just shut the fuck up, let this go, shut up, okay? Hear me out here, man. Alright, I'm giving you good advice here, bud. You need to just shut up, let this go, continue on your content, and talk about, like, hating Israel or some shit for, like, the next week or so, or whatever, or Iran, or whatever the fuck garbage you want to do. And you just need to stop. This is not smart. Going after Louis Theroux is not going to end well for you, because Louis Theroux has to do nothing, and you've already lost. You lost this one. It's over. And you lost because you voluntarily gave the biggest W to Louis Theroux, and you gave yourself a massive L, because you always do this. Every L you ever had is your fault. No, you're like Ethan Ralph, dude. You're like the black Ethan Ralph. You just keep self-destructing. And it's on you. Granted, you're not as horrible. You're not as in bad shape as Ethan Ralph. You're not on drugs or anything. I don't know. But it's the essence of just beating yourself. And it's insane to me.
Can't make your partner a public person, profit from it, help it to build your business, and then when people want to cover it, then you want to go, oh, guys, we need to protect her.
No, fuck you. You did it to yourself. You put your girl out there. That's like Internet 101. Never put your fucking girl out there. Do you know how many people I know in my personal life that I don't put out here? All of them. Like, Chris would be the only one because Chris puts himself out there anyway, so I don't have to fucking abide by any of my own standards with that shit. We've done content together. It doesn't matter. I can talk about Chris publicly because Chris is whatever. But, you know, bringing up like Danny or fucking whatever, or some other people that I know in my life or shit like that, I don't do that because that's against the bylaws, bro. That's against our own bylaws. We don't put this shit out publicly. We don't, because it always ends badly. And now look at you making the same mistakes. It's Internet 101. Don't put your family out there. Same with Kino Casino. I don't ever see fucking PPP talk about his fucking family. I don't know if Triple P as a family. For all I know, he was created in a fat lab to be the fat Joker. I don't fucking know. We don't. That's the point, though. You don't let people know. It's ammunition for morons. But that's what Myron doesn't get. Myron's so stupid. He gave people ammunition and is mad that people are using that ammunition. You gave us the gun. You gave us the ammunition. We loaded it. And then we fucking used it on you when we got sick of your ass. And now a documentary comes out and you voluntarily give a bunch of fucking ammunition to people doing this documentary. And you're shocked that they're fucking busting caps in your ass. Well, guess what, buddy? You loaded it and gave a fucking target sign on your fucking head. Stupid. So, that's your fault. Not anyone else's fault, but your fault. Because once again, what did I say? Myron is ultimately his own worst enemy. And Myron just doesn't learn.
That's not the way that shit works.
Yeah, it was never about protecting Angie. It was just about trying to get content to try to get a gotcha. And they couldn't even get the...
Yes, that was literally... Yeah, you're right. But that was pretty obvious, wasn't it? That was always obvious. And they were never telling you they're trying to protect Angie. They're just telling you it was going to happen. You just didn't want to believe it. And the gotcha here, well, you're providing it, Myron, because you are the gotcha. Your idiocy is the gotcha. Your stupidity is the gotcha. You fucking moron.
Gotcha.
During his attempts to get...
Pause. My guy. It's not because you're screaming that it's true. The gotcha was there. We felt it. We saw it. It was real.
Oh, facts.
And I don't even think that shit was intentional.
Nope.
It was just what do you think about that? Well, there was an awkwardness that was you, my friend. The gotcha was there.
He made you look really fucking stupid in that whole documentary. You showed up for a small portion, but you came out as the top two dumbest looking people in that documentary.
Because I told them.
It's true though. Like from what I've heard about the documentary, Myron just looked like a dumb fuck, like a simpy cuck. You embarrassed yourself. And your own girl's telling you that you're a terrible boyfriend to your fucking face and you're too dumb to fucking realize it. She told you that you don't even have time for her. So basically, you're not even a real boyfriend. You're some fucking guy that pays rent, dummy. Oh my god. He's Black Sticks! You're Black Sticks Texan Hammer. Congratulations, you dumb fuck. What a dumb, stupid motherfucker, man. I hope she was cheating on you. Because it's actually justified. It's actually justified if she was. You're so stupid. God damn, you're one dumb fuck, man. This guy is one dumb fuck, man. Really, he is. Like, he is just clueless. He is one clueless motherfucker, bruh. That's Myron. Clueless. The epitome of clueless. Unbelievable.
I'm not doing shit unless you guys remove Angie from the thing. That's what they tell me.
Guys, if you don't want to wear it, there's a guy who stole $10K from me. What happened was, and I actually recorded.
I forgot they do like cold opens. God damn it. They actually do cold opens. So I'm like, are we repeating this again? It's like, oh, cold opens. Yeah. Everyone does cold opens now. I used to do that for a minute and then I just stopped because I don't care. I just stopped giving a fuck. Like, I've been lazy with my fucking editing lately. I apologize. Well, I'll get back on that for some videos soon, but it's like, nobody. I'm just gonna keep it straight up and just keep the facts in and all that shit and, you know, talk my shit. I mean, it's so different than doing podcasting to me when you just put just stripping out the podcasting clips, in my opinion, you know?
This, if you get here, slam dunk proof that Netflix are. I have all the evidence. You're on.
Fucking sound like Donald Duck and shit.
Is anyone with headphones okay right now?
It sounds like you have good head game. Pause.
Oh,
hey, listen, I did watch the great.
No, no pause. There ain't no pause there. Don't you pause. There ain't no pause. No, that was a direct motherfucking statement. And I kind of agree. He probably does have good head game because that motherfucker, you experienced there, Abba. You experienced, brother. You way too experienced, my man. Like, you were holding that mic the way, I don't know, brother. I don't know there, dog. You got, I don't know. I don't know, man. You got like iDubbbz level head game there, bud. And I don't mean iDubbbz on his wife. I mean iDubbbz on the bull that his wife uses. I'm going to hell for that one. Oh wait, I don't care. It's Ian and Anissa. I can say that shit all I want.
Fruit technique, so I could coach my girl. God.
Do you think iDubbbz can even get his mouth around? Now I'm gonna shut up,
bro. On how to take care of the next man.
Did you sound like a gluten-free grapefruit technique? Right there.
I have literally.
Let's move along.
But you know what it is? Is that mine's like heritage. It's like a.
Before black people.
Before black people.
So what's cool about this is they kind of show the history of basketball and how it started.
I mean, I know you're the instructor and everything.
Nobody's.
Okay, let me skip along back to get into Myron because I do got to get into get to the Myrons. Are we getting back to Myron? Are we getting to Myron? Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, that's pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty sick. No, that's some goated shit right there. That's pretty cool.
Basically, it's hard to hear.
No shit, Myron. You can barely hear it.
No shit, Myron.
Yes, no, it's not just hard to hear. We heard nothing. Nigga, that was Charlie Brown. And it wasn't Charlie Brown talking.
Nope. Fucking adult talking.
We have camera footage of the theft of my car.
Make you play like a fucking retard.
So basically, we can't see shit. But
bring back the lights.
Okay, we're back. My bad.
So you guys won't use it. I say that, right? And he goes, and I say that.
My nigga, you added subtitles to Japanese anime. I have no idea. You could have said, yo, Angie does anime. I'd be like, baby.
You won't use it.
Let's have a good show then.
Okay, you did say that, though. I didn't know. But still, it's like...
Ah, there's no way that this man just... There's no...
This man act like he got the biggest gotcha in the world, but all he did was embarrass himself. See what I mean about the sound effect, though? The fucking Undertaker sound effect? Like, see what I mean? How stupid you look for that now? Like, you already look dumb with your stupid hubris. Now you look even dumber. Congratulations. Like, you just look dumb. Like, come on.
There's no way that this man just...
Yeah, he did.
I'm not high. Also, you guys can get this from the Abba Preaching Reach. But actually, do we still have these right now?
No, we don't have these.
We'll bring them back because these are the
better
best.
bring
Okay,
them
listen,
back.
Myron really went.
Pretty tight, bro. I want that black one preach guy. That looks tight. That's the Harry Potter looking jacket, bro.
Got him.
I'll accept
that's how
Louis
you
on
use the
camera
sound
saying,
effect,
"Look,
nigga.
we're gonna keep her out of the documentary and do our best to do it." I'll accept that, and he's not even guaranteeing it on camera. All he's saying is we're gonna try and do our best. So if it does come out in a certain way, we can go from there.
Whoa! That's your girl, and you gonna try? I thought you were 900 IQ. I thought you knew what was gonna happen. That's why you was recording. You already knew.
So, you're mad that they told you they would try, but no promises, and then it comes out and they couldn't get it done, and you're mad that they told you what was most likely going to happen. I fail to understand how you have a grievance here, my guy. Once again, Myron Gaines, 900 IQ. Also a full-fledged, complete fucking moron. Once again, his own worst enemy.
In advance, but you gonna try to protect your girl?
Kind of giving you a guarantee or not, no?
No, I don't. I'm telling you, I'm explicitly saying I don't need a guarantee. What I'm saying is I just need
You don't need a guarantee. Ooh. I haven't listened to this in its entirety. I'll just say if that's my partner and they're the public figure and they're not demanding a guarantee for me, I'm gonna feel a bit like, what do you mean? Are you that clout hungry you need to have this guy back on that you can't demand a guarantee?
I mean, are you that clout hungry that you do this in the first place? That's my whole fucking point. You knew this was a bad idea and you did it anyways. And now you're shocked how it comes out and you want to complain? Are you fucking kidding me? You're the idiot.
You're gonna stop filming. And just so you guys are aware, they go back to filming together. So apparently this was so important to them. But he didn't even want to guarantee that she wouldn't show up. 900 IQ, you wouldn't get it. If you don't understand, it's because you're too stupid.
Look, guys, can you remove this part of the documentary? You guys still have hours of content. And honestly, there's nothing here that is relevant of artistic value. Like she was saying
lies,
saying just good things about me, right? Like, I don't know why this needs to be.
She was not. So you wanted bad things in on you only? That doesn't make any sense. Why would they not be good faith?
In the documentary.
She was...
By the way, that's not even what she did. She basically told you you're a shitty boyfriend and you shouldn't get it because you're stupid as fuck.
Just saying good things about you. Is that what you think her appearance and that footage shows? No, what it shows, Myron, is you being a complete fraud because you'll do this big-chested, oh, my girl follows my rules, she packs my condoms, she knows I'm going to fuck other girls, and she's okay with it. That's what the persona you put up. But what the footage showed was that you were making promises such as, oh, you know, maybe I'm going to change my mind. Maybe I'm just going to want one wife. Maybe I'm just going to want to be with one girl. Because that's what he was telling her behind the scenes to keep her invested. Because when he says, I want multiple wives, he's comfortable to say to Louis. But in front of his girl, what happens? He starts saying, you know, maybe I'll change my mind. So it goes to show you that these guys are complete frauds. In front of their audience, yo, bitches follow my rule. And then once they get in front of their girl, they be like,
go?
Yep. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, and even then, she literally exposed you for being a shitty boyfriend where she's like, listen, you don't got time for me. That's not a good thing, Myron. That's actually a very bad thing she said. You didn't get it. Went through, like, I know Lou was sitting there thinking, like, oh my God, this guy's fucking clueless. You gotta be clueless. And you exposed all that because you got mad about his documentary you knew you shouldn't have done, and then you're mad about the fucking result. Oh, and I get it, and I know why he did it, because it's on Netflix. You thought you could get fucking exposure on Netflix. I get it. But you can't be mad at the results. You paid the Pied Piper. You made a deal with the devil for that fame and for that exposure, so deal with it. I don't feel one bit sorry for you. You did it to yourself. You knew it was going to happen because you saw you're going to be on Netflix, so you thought, I'll do whatever I got to do. Well, this is the price, stupid. Now, why should we feel bad? Think about that. I mean, you wanted a Netflix deal. You got it.
Oh. Motherfucker just left.
Hey, baby. Beta! Yeah, there's these other girls, but nobody like you, girl.
Manipulation.
I'm gonna help you get your citizenship and shit. Yeah, just pack. You don't want to pack condoms? You gotta do, but let me say it though. Let me say you pack my condoms. If you guys actually think about Fresh and Fit, some of the things that made them took the biggest hit to their reputation was their real life relationships with the women they were dating. And the reason why they don't want that any in the footage is simple. Their ideology is not real. And it shows because even when you watch Justin Waller and his wife, oh, my wife does what the fuck I say. And when the wife explains why she's okay with her husband sleeping with other women, you remember what she said in the documentary?
That was not really her thing. She's like, oh, yeah. She was very hesitant on that. She was clear that it was not her thing. She was not really on that, even though he's like. So if someone is claiming that, I doubt that person is packing your condom. I mean, you're not even sleeping with her, so.
But I'll tell you what she said in the documentary that stood out to me. She said it. She said, I've been with a lot of men who cheated on me and lied to me. So I appreciate the fact that he's honest. So what is her reason for staying? It's not that she likes his lifestyle. It's that she's traumatized by the infidelity.
She basically picked up on a damaged chick, right? But Myron will talk about how you shouldn't mess with damaged chicks. You shouldn't mess with fucking chicks who've been sexually assaulted. Shouldn't date them. Really, Myron? But yet your lifestyle would only appeal to someone like that. No self-respecting woman would ever date a dude that thinks like you. What the fuck do you... What that's just retarded. And this is why I hate the red pill and why I hate the ideology from the start. As someone who does not like feminists, I hate feminists on a daily basis. You all know this. Who I don't like these disgusting women like that. But you know what? I think I hate more is the red pill shit because it damages young men, and that keeps radical feminists going. Because unfortunately, as much as I fucking hate them, they do have a point with some of you dudes out there. A lot of you dudes actually out there. When you subscribe to this type of fucking behavior, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and frankly, it's illogical, and it's embarrassing. No real dude in the real world with a job and shit to do actually thinks like this because, well, that's kind of lame and gay. It is. It's kind of gay when you think about it. It's like it's just really ensuring the fact that that no woman will ever have an extended relationship with you. That all you can do is basically take any of the newfound wealth from any good tips you might have picked up from Fresh and Fit, if there are any, to pay for pussy. Because no woman's going to want an actual natural relationship with you. And why would they? This is the type of shit you're thinking. Unless they're completely damaged. Which is kind of funny that Myron, that I saw, that preached, Abba, motherfucker, just said that shit. And yet, literally I saw, like, yesterday, Myron, when I was looking through his little bitch-ass tirade and whining about the fucking goddamn fucking documentary, he literally made a post where he's like, you shouldn't date the following women, and one of them was women who have been sexually assaulted. So, damaged women. But yet, Myron, the only ones that seem to subscribe to your bullshit are damaged fucking women. Which I find just sad. That's just really sad. That is sad.
She experienced before. The reason why they don't want you guys to see the footage is that reason alone.
And Myron in Florida.
I love how I did a whole workout and they didn't fucking show any of that. They want to come and watch me do a workout.
It's a documentary, not on your workout. It's not a workout routine like, hey, I work out. Let's show that. No, they're gonna. Do you even know how fucking documentaries or TV works?
Hold on, let me
You're gonna take a lot more footage of what's gonna appear.
Let's see why he thinks that, and then you go.
They only got like that part, and then here I was here with them for like.
So, he is an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. This is like a South Park skit. Like, why don't you take more of my based moments, or epic moments? Because there's nothing to do with their point. You fucking moron. Your whole point's to prove why your ideals work, not you being based and working out, you fucking moron. Jesus.
2 hours in the gym and they only show this?
Again,
you want them to show 2 hours in the gym? Documentary is 90 minutes. You want out of those
you want 2 hours in fuck but I swear to God, man, I would have fucking backfisted this nigga right now, because what the fuck is he doing? Oh my God. But for real, you wanted them to show 2 hours in the fucking gym, right? You wanted them to... What does that have to do with the documentary, you fucking moron? And why that has no relevance to anything. Who cares? Ah, he's dumb.
90 minutes be 2 hours of you in the gym. Is that even the subject of the documentary?
It's not.
Myron goes to the gym.
You might have shaved, but you're not 900 IQ like us. Did
Thank
you shave
God
yourself?
I'm not. Huh?
Shave yourself?
Yeah, of course I did.
You did good. I was checking to see if you missed any spots behind you. You missed nothing.
I knew that. That's what you were doing. I knew that was what you were doing.
Do you want to join you in solidarity?
You what?
Huh?
If I want you to join? No, please don't. Don't go back.
We could
to
be
that.
two bald dudes.
No.
Oh, dude, I'm all for it. You gotta come in like the two. You gotta come in like Professor X. You gotta come in like Lex Luthor. Like he's gotta come in looking like Lex Luthor from Superman. He's gotta come in looking like Professor X. That shit would be fucking sick, bro.
And preach smooth everywhere.
No, look like two nuts. No. Fuck that.
I've been preached testicles.
Fuck that shit.
I'm not gonna lie. Any future beef that we have will feature some of the best jokes. Yo, these two gay niggas looking like testicles, trying to beef with me.
Looking like coconuts in Barbados?
Exactly. It's coconuts in Montreal.
I won't lie to you guys. I've seen Myron do big reveals numerous times, and every time it's just a big PR
flops.
stunt.
It
PR
flops.
stunt. But you know what, though? When I'm doing this, none of this matters. None of the truth, none of the facts, none of the realities matter. People are very entrenched in their communities, and for men who are really deep in these red pill spaces, what matters to them the most is that they have a sense of community and belonging, and they'll defend the people in there. So even if they're exposed as frauds, even if the talking points are debunked, even if the studies...
But here's the thing, man, and this is the bigger part. It's why Myron will never be huge. It's why Myron will always be a mid-level wannabe YouTuber or a streamer, whatever the fuck. He could have been huge, man. This guy could have been a legit, like, multi-millionaire. He could have been one of the biggest content creators on the platform. He could have went to Kick and named his price. He could have been huge. He could have been like in the same breath as Osmongold, or the same breath as Ethan Klein or Hassan Piker. But because of his actions, he blew it. So at the end of the day, yeah, it's like, look what you've built, but at what cost did you build this empire of sadness? Think about that. So yeah, I agree with you on that. But it's also like, dude, you could have been massive, man. You blew it. I really believe that Myron and Walter were going to be massive. I thought that their podcast was going to take off and be like as big, if not bigger than the whatever. Because I thought at a point it was much more entertaining, not for the right reasons, obviously, but much more entertaining than the Whatever podcast. The Whatever podcast has always been the single most mind-numbingly pathetic, disgusting, degenerate, fucking mentally insulting podcast in the history of podcasts. It is a fucking joke. There is not one likable person in that podcast. Andrew Wilson is a piece of shit. The women on there are brought on specifically with the purpose of just embarrassing their gender. At the end of the fucking day, you get no insight out of it. It's a I thought, honestly, it was a podcast run by porn stars. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I was like, this looks like a podcast run by actual porn stars. Because that's the level of crap that you get from that podcast. So Fresh and Fit was by far the better podcast at a certain point. But they fell off because of Myron's stupidity. And that's what's sad.
Come out to be fake. It doesn't really matter. Because the issue is that they don't feel like they have community if they're not in those environments. So they're
losers. There, I just said the hard part for you. Because you're being nice about it. No, they're losers. Because they're fucking losers. They don't have anything else. They don't have jobs. They don't have women. And they hate themselves. And they want to probably blow their own brains out. There you go. That's why. Quiet part out loud, bro.
Well, gaslight themselves into thinking this shit's real. Myron's a total grifter and a total fraud. Most of these guys were exposed throughout this documentary as being that. But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Like, I try to say this to people because...
Why would it matter? Look who he's grifting off of. But it does matter. I think that, again, what I just said, it does matter. Because it shows why he'll never be a huge YouTuber or why he'll never be a huge streamer in general. Because the general populace will never take him seriously. He's just going to be two clowns. With the amount of people that are entrenched in those communities, with his base, twice as many people are clowning on him for being a fucking clown. That should tell you all you need to know. He'll never, ever be on Osmongold's level. He'll never be... Hell, he's not even on Tectone's level. That's sad, bro. That's a really sad statement. Because I'll be real with you, Myron's better than half those dudes with his points. I ain't gonna lie. I never said Myron wasn't talented. Myron's just a fucking moron. Myron is a waste of talent, actually. Because Myron had a personality and an actual voice and actually had some skills at this. But Myron's stupid fucking behavior, his childish antics, his fucking idiotic racism, his anti-Semitism, and his fake attitude and his complete unwillingness to understand how to conduct himself has put him in this situation. All this was preventable. And Myron, by his own hand, did it to himself. And I think that's the saddest part of all. You are your own worst enemy. You blew up your own spot. And I don't know what else to tell you. I looked at the views on Fresh and Fit, and these guys are hitting, like, at best 40K views for a 2 million sub fucking podcast. That should be hitting, like, at least 300 to 400K views a video. With that type of following. And they're not because they're dead. In fact, let me actually look. Let's take a look. Let's take an actual fucking look. And it's not, and you can't say it's because, hey, this type of fucking content's died out. Again, the Whatever podcast is making buku bucks. And that shit's a way worse version of Fresh and Fit at their best. No joke. It's that bad. But they did it 100K. Oh. There's some hope. Not latest one. 8 days ago, 11K. Never mind. 53K. 100K. Oh, they hit 100K. 46K. 69. I mean, they're making decent numbers. But, dude, for an account that's supposed to be like 1.5 million subs, let's just be real. This is a podcast that's supposed to be hitting a lot better numbers than this shit. You should be hitting a lot better numbers, and you're not even anywhere close to Auburn Preach's numbers. You know what I mean? So right there, it's kind of like, yeah, you could have been massive. You're okay, but you could have been massive. And to me, that's abjectly what kills Myron at night. Because Myron has to wake up knowing, damn, I could have been massive. But Myron doesn't understand why he's not massive. Because he's an idiot. No one told you to do the shit that you did, bro. It was all self-inflicted. All self-inflicted.
On one hand, the exposure might be kind of a good thing to some folks, but it doesn't really get to the root issue, which is that men just don't really have that many outlets or good community-oriented spaces.
They do I'm gonna stop you there. You need to stop taking the internet as an actual reflection of men and women. I'm so sick of this shit. Y'all need to get out more, bro, or get a job. I think maybe just get a job. I think that's the bigger point. But no, that's not fair to say. There are many outlets for dudes to do shit. There are many friends. Sports in general is like the best outlet for men. I really do recommend sports with friends. It's amazing. There are. But you guys don't take advantage of it. A lot of you guys get trapped in the internet cycle where you think that this represents all of men and women. And it's not fair to say. That's not true. I just think that men don't have a good outlet on the internet because they keep falling into the trap of fucking watching. You know, it's men and women that fall into this. Of falling into watching these feminists and these sycophantic men and these losers. Y'all need to have a balance where you go outside and see things for what they are. It's not fair to say, man. Believe me, I don't believe that at all. Hell, just go to a bar with some friends, bro. There are. Get some male friends. A lot of you. Find male friends and bond. We need to rebuild we need to rebuild mankind. I don't believe that. I can't believe in that.
Where they can feel welcomed and seen and not feel like they're going to be judged for not being perfect in the eyes of how women should view men. There should be a middle ground, you know? A middle ground that is...
Again, sports with men. There you go. I found the middle ground. That's just one thing, but it's so massive that it's like huge. It's such a huge thing. You can find so much from just being like a part of that. I mean, there's nothing like seeing, like, I went to the Bears game, like, I think, like, versus the Steelers months ago. Obviously months ago. Season's over. But, there were these two dudes in a row ahead of us, and they were just, like, having the best time of their lives, doing stupid memes, high-fiving, and I'm just like, that's the male experience right there. Two dumbasses just fucking going, yeah! High-fiving like two goofballs. It was the most funny, it was funny as fuck, too. I'm like, this is male friendship. What happened to this? Why is the internet telling us that this doesn't exist? Why are feminists telling us that this is why are feminists bastardizing this? Fuck off with that shit, man. There are outlets. You guys just gotta find them. They're there. Believe me, they're there.
It's not like the fucking...
They're just not on online spaces.
goofy ass red pill where she's your house slave and watches you cheat every day. But it doesn't really exist. But for the men who are entrenched in this space, is it going to move them? No. And for the people who already know the truth, it's just being like, bitch, we've been ahead of this Netflix game forever. But it's cool to see our group chat on the main screen. End of the day, I don't really think this moves the needle in any type of way other than creating a bit of awareness. But if spaces don't get created where people can feel openly talking about stuff without being perfect, I don't think this is going to do much. What do you want to say?
Fuck that guy.
I concur. Fuck Myron Gaines. Good luck, Myron. Suffer, Myron.